Hey, this is Tyrone Taylor with Junkers101.com, also known as the Flipman.com. Today I want to talk about clearing titles and how that can blow a deal to pieces. One of the deals that I want to tell you about, and of course, yes, rate the video, rate the video, rate the video, make comments, visit my sites, take the course, blah blah blah. But one of the deals I want to tell you about, I may have not mentioned the details of the deal, but I've mentioned this particular story, and it stands out because of what I had to do to go to make this deal work. Now, a lot of times you can't get a clear title, and what I mean by that, let me define that. Whenever you through the process of your transaction, you find the deal, place it under contract with the owner / seller. You locate a buyer, and normally that's when I pull the title. I would probably more advise most people when you start, don't even worry about it'll vary. Let me back up on that. But you probably need to pull the title before you start to look for a buyer. At some point, you're going to build a relationship with the title company where when you call them, they won't even charge you up front to do the title. Just be paid at closing. And if the deal doesn't close, they still won't charge because they have someone that they're paying a flat rate, an hourly rate to pull titles anyway, so it's not costing them anything extra. But they just want your repeat business, especially if you allow them to close deals. They really are going to, bend over backwards anytime you call to pull a title. But the process is once you have your buyer seller in place, you have to see if the title is clear, because no one is going to buy property without clear title and being able to get title insurance from the title company. But in this situation, when we pulled title, I had the buyer in place. Had a great deal there that I was going to make about $4,000 off of. And when we pulled title, the lady that was selling the property, her daughter was on the deed. And it was a situation, she didn't even know how that occurred, but we can't worry about that. Her name is there, so she has to either sign over her rights to the property or, come to closing. In this situation, the daughter was on crack, and she was currently locked up for a domestic dispute. I think she jumped on a boyfriend or something, and she was locked up in the county jail here where I live. And so I explained to the mother that, but in order for this transaction to happen, we got to get her signature. She has to sign over her rights to the deal. And she said, well, I hadn't talked to her, but maybe once since she's been in jail. She had been in there for a few weeks. And so I went back to the closing attorney that I was using at that time and asked him, what can we do? He said, it's simple, Tyrone. You just got to get a notary to go into the jail and get her to sign these documents. He prepared the documents that he needed to close the deal, And so I was working at that time at Bell South, actually, which is now part of AT&T. And I just sent out an email to some of my co-workers asking did they have any relatives that were notaries, and I got a large response, and I was just truly lucky and blessed that I chose this individual. I chose one of my co-workers' sister to handle that for me. And I'm not even sure why I told her, but once I actually spoke with her, she told me she worked for the district attorney's office in the county where the daughter of the seller was locked up. And so when we went down, the way it's set up here is the county jail, and you have to stand in line, and they only take certain alphabets on certain days. So we had to stand in line for like an hour to even get to the point of saying if you can see your relative. So, but with the lady that I chose as the notary, she had a badge that gave her instant access to the jail area. She came a little after the mother and I were there. We just went ahead and got in line. So when she showed up, she just walked on through. So the mother and I waited in the lobby, and she went up and met with the daughter. The daughter didn't know who she was, but she explained what she wanted, and she went ahead and signed it, and we were able to close that deal. But whenever you have a situation where there's an issue with a lien, or it may be air property where there wasn't a will or whatever, I'm going to encourage you to always take care of it yourself. The title company will work on it, but make sure that if there's anything that you can do to speed up the process, you take care of it, because you know the title company is going to get paid the same regardless. So this is your money on the line, and the faster you can get that title cleared, the faster you can get your check. So now some situations you won't be able to clear the title. A lot of times it's beyond your control how old an original transaction may have been, and the information wasn't recorded right. Someone's dead and they have 30 heirs. You know, you just don't even waste your time on that type of stuff unless it's just an unbelievable deal. But in most cases you can clear the title. You just have to get the instructions from your title company or a closing attorney, and just follow through with it. But this is your tip on clearing titles, which it can definitely blow up deals, or you could actually turn out to be some really great deals, because it sometimes can be a negotiating tool that you clear the title. Tyrone Taylor, Junkers101.com, also known as the Flipman.com. Still have the online course available, and also the 3-day event in your city. Give me a call at any time with any questions or comments. Please rate the video. You can call me 205-492-3425. Good luck and have a nice day.